Hey, everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your main source for Second Amendment news. If you ask me, it's the best out there. There is a very special, very rare live edition. We are here again with my friend John Crump, who is the director in Virginia for Gun Owners of America.
Your source for Second Amendment.
Whoops. And there we go. We have an interruption on my other screen. Thank you. So first off, John, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no problem.
What I'm going to do is I'll give you the floor in a second. Tell everybody a little bit about you. Please tell them about the AmmoLand stuff too as well, because you do a ton of work there. And then we'll do some updates on what is going on in Virginia. And then we'll end with something that I know is near and dear to your heart, and I want to try to help you out as much as I can. And I know that my viewers, my audience out here, they are a very caring bunch, and I'm sure they're going to want to help in any way they can as well. So let's start out with tell everybody who you are, a little bit about yourself, what you do, and where they can find you, and then we'll move into the lawsuits.
Okay, yeah, my name is John Crump, of course. I am the state director for GOA in the Commonwealth of Virginia. We have a lot of gun battles going on in Virginia right now, so doing a lot of work there. I also write for AmmoLand.com, which is AmmoLand News, which is the largest 2A website in the world. You can find me there. And also I have a little YouTube channel that's really, really small. That's John Crump 2 on YouTube and Real John Crump on Facebook and everywhere else.
All right, guys, try to hook up his YouTube. Try to join up there tonight. AmmoLand is huge. If you guys and gals don't know about it, check it out. It is the biggest source for anything gun related that's newsworthy. I'm on there every now and then when I find the time to write a whole bunch of copy. But the who's who of everybody you can think of is on there. And there's a lot of great information on there. And you see John on there a lot.
It's the only gun website in the top 1,000 websites in the world.
Yeah, imagine that. And how much it hurts for them to have a gun website in the top.
Yeah.
So I have a little thing on the bottom of the screen to join GOA. It's gunowners.com/gunsgadgets. I get nothing out of it. It simply offers you, the viewer of my channel, a discount, whether you choose an annual or life membership. It just hooks you up. I get nothing. So please join if you can. I always tell you to support those who support you. And in this case, where we're talking about Virginia, GOA and the VCDL, you can join them as well. It's go to vcdl.org/join. I believe that's it. Those two groups are doing a lot of work. And we're going to talk about two lawsuits right now that they're both working on. You pick which one you want to start off with. And we'll talk a little bit about the law and how it got challenged and where it sits right now.
Before we get onto that, I just also want to remind everyone out there that right now GOA is doing something where it's if you donate $10, you can get a really cool patch. I just want to show them. This is a green one that you really can't see too well. And this is one you can see better.
There you go.
But yeah, you can get that. Yeah, we have two lawsuits that are ongoing in Virginia. I'm going to start with the one that was heard a little while ago. I'm going to go in order which ones that were heard. We sued over the one gun a month law. Unfortunately, the judge did not grant us our emergency injunction. To get an emergency injunction, the bar is really, really high. So we didn't get the emergency injunction, but we are still on track to try to get an injunction and get the law overturned. We don't have a date when the next court date will be, but once I get that, I'm going to blast that out everywhere. And yesterday, we had a lawsuit which we had a victory in. In Virginia, on July 1st, they started universal background checks. We sued over that because we believe universal background checks is unconstitutional. Actually, GOA believes almost all gun laws are unconstitutional. But we sued Virginia in Virginia court over that law. We won that lawsuit for people under the age of 21, so from 18 to 20. what the law did is said that you have to transfer all guns through an FFL. Well, in Virginia, you only have to be 18 to buy a handgun in a private sale.
Right.
But federal law says an FFL cannot transfer a handgun to anyone under the age of 21. So the judge in the case, Judge Yates, which made a very smart ruling, said that since there's no way to transfer a gun to anyone under 21 now under the new law, that the rights of 18 and 20-year-olds are violated. So he ordered an injunction against that. So right now, if you're 18 to 20 and you want to buy a handgun privately, you do not have to go through a background check. And what I think is going to happen is the state is going to appeal it to the Virginia Supreme Court, where it was going to end up no matter what anyway. And that's going to help us because I have a feeling that the state was going to try to slow roll it by taking years to get something passed or get the law knocked down. But now it will be a matter of weeks instead of a matter of years.
That's good. So the good news, if you're listening, if you live in Virginia and you're 20, 19, or 18, you can still, effective yesterday, purchase handguns. But it has to be privately, correct?
Correct.
All right. So that is good. That is good news.
And no background checks.
Yeah, no background checks. So that's actually huge news. So do you, now this is off the record. I mean, this obviously has nothing to do with the lawsuit because we're just talking here, but do you really think that that this judge is going to be able to stand up to the machine? I mean, what he did yesterday is historic. I don't think there's ever been a judge who has told the legislature of a state basically what you did is unconstitutional and it's not happening.
Yeah, he was the first judge to say a law was unconstitutional that was passed by the House of Delegates.
Yeah, that's absolutely enormous. Now, are you hearing anything from Northam's camp about this? What's their response?
Not yet, but I'm pretty sure that they are going to file a emergency appeal.
Okay.
Probably within the next day or so. I am surprised that I haven't seen it yet, but we know it's coming.
So would it be safe to say, you got to be careful how we word things on YouTube. Would it be safe to say that if you're 18, 19, or 20 and you live in Virginia and you're interested in purchasing a firearm, you might want to do it like ASAP? Because if they do appeal, then this injunction could be overturned, correct?
Yeah, the injunction could be overturned. But they're playing with fire here because there could be a case where instead of that part of the injunction being overturned, the whole law can be overturned.
Right. And we hope that happens.
Yeah, that happens. That's the goal.
While you're talking, I'm rolling in some comments. There are a lot of people watching from Virginia, so you are speaking to your brethren there. So maybe just again tell them what you do in Virginia for GOA, and if they want to help out, how could they get a hold of you to do that?
Okay, I am the state director for GOA in Virginia. I deal with all the politicians in Virginia. I lobby for gun rights in Virginia. I keep everyone informed. I monitor the laws. I take part in lawsuits sometimes. I also find plaintiffs and whatnot. And I also deal with any issues that come up in Virginia. So if you're in Virginia and you have an issue, a gun rights issue, you can always contact me directly, and I have contacts with all the big names in GOA. So instead of having to call a 1-800 number or emailing some box to get some customer service rep, you can all directly, and my email is john.crump@gunowners.org. We also have a Facebook group at GOA-Virginia. So if you want to join up GOA-Virginia, and you can contact me directly on there, or you can always send me a message on Facebook at Real John Crump, and I will address whatever concerns that you have. We've also started a Zoom meeting once a month where I listen to the concerns of the GOA members in Virginia. So you can always join that GOA Zoom meeting once a month and say, hey, you need to be aware of this, or I think you need to focus on that. And I'll take everything under consideration. I can't promise that I'll be able to handle your issue exclusively, but I definitely take it under advisement.
Cool. Yeah, I know you guys you got a lot of stuff to fight there. We all know Northam and his attack on the second, once Bloomberg got his wallet involved, has been nonstop. So you guys are doing a hell of a job. So just keep it up. Is there anything somebody's watching right now that they could do, like, in the immediate?
Well, I want to address something that Wrench had said. He wants to know if you will face charges if you sell to someone between the ages of 18 and 20. No, you will not. You are now legally allowed to sell a handgun to anyone between the ages of 18 and 20 in a private sale without going through an FFL.
In Virginia.
In Virginia, yeah.
Yeah, not in every state. You guys are
in Virginia, yeah.
Yeah. So before we jump on further, before they disappear, I want to thank the people who have done super chats. Rhode Island Outdoors wants to thank us for what we do. Thank you, Rhode Island Outdoors. Appreciate you guys and what you do down there as well. Chris Temple as well, 1776. It's awesome. Thank you for what you do. Thank you, Chris. And Nick Eli. Thank you very much, guys and gals. I really appreciate it. This channel doesn't happen without its viewership. Trust me. So thank you very much. All right. So we spoke last night and on text and stuff like that. And I know that there's something that we're about to talk about that is near and dear to your heart. So what I want to do is I want to tell everybody out there that if you watch this channel, you know I don't do you wrong. I don't steer you wrong. What John is about to tell us is heartbreaking, and there's a way that we can help. So as we lead into this, John, take as much time as you need. Please tell everybody about your niece. Please tell everybody who she is, about her life, and what has happened, and what you have decided to do to try to help out.
Yeah, about a month ago, my 9-year-old beautiful niece started getting these, actually about 2 months ago, started getting these headaches, and they thought they were migraines. And they gave her medication, and she kept on going back to the hospital. And then they finally gave her an MRI, and what they discovered is on her brainstem was a 3-centimeter tumor. They did a biopsy and emergency surgery to relieve the pressure because the pressure was just immense. And it turns out she has something called DIPG. DIPG is an aggressive form of childhood cancer. The fatality rate is like 99%. So it's not a good diagnosis, and she has the most aggressive form of it as well. So she's been in and out of the hospital. So a month ago, perfectly healthy, young 9-year-old. And now she's a different person. She can't walk that well now. It's the tumor is affecting her. She had a seizure now. So in a process of like a month, it's immense. The medical bills have been piling up for my family. And right now, this is only after a month, the medical bills is just under $200,000. So it's heartbreaking for the family. The dad and mom, they can't really work because they're back and forth to the hospital. And with COVID too, they're only allowing one parent in at one time. Mm-hmm. They're from New York, and the place where they're going to get sent for treatment is a children's hospital in DC, which luckily is close to me. I live right outside DC. So that was a blessing in disguise that they didn't have to go to like Washington State or somewhere else. Um, so to help them out paying for the bills, with the permission of Animal Land and some other great people in the 2A community, I put together a book of all the interviews I've done over the years with a couple others thrown in, like Cheryl Todd. So the book was released on Animal Land. I put it together in like a day, and the it's kind of sad, but all the proceeds from the book is going to go to the family. I wanted to give back. Um, and the book has people like Tim Kennedy in there, Cody Wilson, who was the 3D printer guy, even Jason David Frank, who played the Green Power Ranger, gave me your interview. Um, I have stories from uh, Robert Brown, who started Soldier of Fortune magazine and fought in the Rhodesian Civil War and all over South America as a mercenary, basically. He talks to me. Carrie Lightfoot. I mean, the names in the book are just amazing. Even Eric Pratt. And all the proceeds from the book, the ebook comes out tomorrow, and the paperback is out now. All the proceeds of the book will go to my niece. So it's company.com/giants, and that will redirect you to the Amazon link. The book is called Speaking with Giants. There's also a GoFundMe at crumpy.com/GFM. Just easier than the big GoFundMe link, but we're just trying to raise money. In
Oh,
fact, like everything I make on for my YouTube revenue now is going to my family. All the super chats I get, even my Patreon. It's patreon.com/John Crump, and if you pledge $5, you get a cool little patch there. All that's going to my niece, and all the stuff that I get from like writing right now is going to my niece because we really just want to help out the family. And we have some money saved up, so I can go without taking a paycheck from my writing gig for a while, to help them out. So in anything that anyone wants to do, if you want to go ahead and order the book, that would be great. I'm not making a cent. Amoland's not making a cent off of it. The guys at Amoland have been awesome. Or join the Patreon or whatnot. It will help other GoFundMe. But yeah, so the 2A community has really came out and helped me with this, which is awesome to see. We are a family. I mean, I can say that honestly and say the 2A community is a family, and we do look out for each other. It's one of the best communities I've ever been a part of, and that's why I fight so hard to preserve the 2A community, because how much of family and how close we all are.
all right. This is breaking my heart, dude. So I put the links down below, for both the book and the GoFundMe. My heart goes out to you, bro.
Yeah, it's hard. She's like my wife's goddaughter, and she's been like a daughter to us. We're incredibly close with her and the family. We talk to them every day, and it's
All
just
right.
heartbreaking.
Let me do this. The very least I can do, whatever I get for super chats tonight is going to you. I'm going to cut you a check for $500 out of my pocket to help out.
You don't have to.
No, please, please. That's the least I can do. I lost my father overnight. I know how hard it is. So, and I'm going to buy the book no matter what. But that's the least I can do.
Yeah, I'm kind of fighting back tears right now. I hate to say that, but it's been a really emotional and a really rocky couple weeks here. But like I said, the 2A community right now have been amazing. I've done a lot for the 2A community, and I always wondered in the back of my mind, oh, well, if I ever needed these people in the 2A community, would they actually be there? And over the past 4 weeks, I realized that yes, they will be there, and they are there, and it's just amazing.
All right, guys and gals, I don't ask you for much of anything ever. Buy John's book. If you don't, there are a lot of people who are. I got a text just now that they don't want to do GoFundMe. That's fine. Do a super chat, and I'll give everything to John and the family. This guy does a lot. John does a lot for the Second Amendment. Does a lot for Virginia. The least we can do is try to help out. We've all lost somebody in our lives, and it's just not fair that it's happening to a child. So let's show his family that we're here for him.
Can I answer a question in the chat?
You can do anything you want, man.
All right. Gary Muse asked for a pro-gun advocacy organization in Maryland. I have a book coming out in November that's going to discuss what I think is the top pro-gun organizations around the country. There is an organization called Maryland Shall Issue, and they are very, very pro 2A. And they are like GOA pro 2A, and those guys are great. I'm not really affiliated with them, but I can just recommend them because I know how good they are.
There are people asking for the links. They are in the chat. I'm going to put them on the screen again. Those of you who are doing super chats, I'm just rolling them through because I don't know how much longer I can talk without losing it.
I know, man. It's hard. I mean, it's very hard.
It's, sometimes life is precious, and we forget about how fragile it is sometimes.
Yeah, it's 2020 though, man.
2020 is.
I can't wait till 2021.
Seriously. Thank you, everybody who's going to help out. John, so seriously, dude, from my family to you, anything you need, you let me know. If I can't do it, I'll get it done. Seriously, man.
Thank you so much.
Just tell everybody the name of the book again. There are already people who are bought it.
Yeah, it's Speaking with Giants. It's on Amazon right now. The reason why I did Amazon, it's going to be in bookstores too, but the ebook will be on Amazon exclusively for 90 days. And the reason why is if you have Kindle Unlimited and you commit to 90 days, they'll put on Kindle Unlimited, which means they'll pay you per page turn for Kindle Unlimited, which it's worth it. That's why it's not going to be on any other platform besides Amazon ebook. I mean, it's going to be in stores on the paper. But
Duck and Covers asking, is there a way to do mail-in donations, whether it's care of GOA in the Annandale area? Is there some way so that somebody can send you a check to help with your niece? If not, let's make a way somebody can do it, because I'm sure somebody wants to cut a check to you.
Yeah. If you hit me up at Real John Crump, I will give you the address to send it to. I just don't want to blast it out there.
Yeah, all right.
There's a lot of anti-gun people who want to find me, and I don't feel like being flaunted.
Yeah, I know the problem. As you know, we've been talking about my Facebook. They're doing it again, by the way, and we'll talk off.
Did you? Yeah.
I got rid of all that stuff, and
they still are.
Yeah,
have to pull up. That's where I was told that it was coming from.
Yeah,
they couldn't tell where, but that's where.
We're getting a bunch of donations, man. I talk about every one of the donations, but like I said, I can't. But I'm just putting them on the screen. You're getting some love out here, brother. Believe me.
Oh wow.
And even my mother jumped in. Hi, Mom.
Yeah, I mean it's incredibly hard, and I appreciate the support. I really do. I'm not one who likes to ask for help or anything.
I know the feeling, man. But every now and then we need it.
Yeah, when they have a bill of like $200,000, I mean they have insurance too, and they're just sitting around worrying. Is this going to crush our lives? Are we going to have to declare bankruptcy for this? And I've taken on a lot of. My wife has taken on a lot of responsibilities. They set up a food train and stuff like that because we want them to be able to focus on her right now.
Absolutely. My dad was in the hospital for 7 days after his motorcycle crash before he ultimately passed. And we got close to $750,000 in bills just from the 7 days. So I know exactly how fast things can pile up, and it comes when you don't expect it, and that's what the family needs to do. They need to focus on getting her well, and being there for her. Midnight Range TM asks, have you talked to any gun manufacturers for some help? Henry has recently done rifles to support kids. Maybe we can get a hold of them.
Yeah, I'm going to try to reach out. I've just been so busy with other fundraisers and trying to get other stuff. I haven't even started trying to reach out. We are leaving to go up there in a couple days. So I'm going to take some time when we're up there to try to reach out to some contacts I have in the gun world. I have a lot of contacts. I've done a lot of work with a lot of
Yes, you have.
So
Yes, you have.
I'm sure I can get some help, and I'm going to try.
Well, New York's unfortunately close to Massachusetts, so if I can help you, man, if you need help, I'll drive all the way out there to help you. So just let me know.
Yeah, it's New York. We're gonna be right inside, near the city.
Ugh, God bless you. They don't allow freedom there, right?
Long Island. There's actually a lot of pro-gun people in Long Island.
People, yeah, but not politicians.
Yeah, not politicians. That's the problem. I don't have the Cash App. I really need to get the Cash App. I saw someone asking.
Yeah, there's a ton of comments in here, man. One thing I'll tell you with this YouTube thing is that my viewers have become like my extended family, man, and they always step up. So I'm glad to see him doing it, and I'm hoping that everybody who views this buys at least a book, buy 2 or 3. Everybody has a friend who definitely could use to read more. So,
yeah, I put it
let's
together
do it.
in like 2 days. So I stayed up all night trying to format. I had to teach myself how to format ebooks because those are totally different, and that's crazy that you have to convert it. Ebooks are ridiculous, but I taught myself a lot about publishing books in like a day.
So you're speaking German to me, man. I don't know. I can barely text sometimes. All right, is there anything else going on in Virginia as far as fighting Northam and his cronies?
Oh, yeah, there is one thing I wanted to talk about. There is a law that basically got rid of preemption. We need to fight back against that. Alexandria just passed a law to restrict firearms and city-owned property. Portsmouth, Virginia is doing the same thing. And from what I'm hearing, Roanoke's going to do it. So if you're in any area and you hear about that, please let me know, because with over 100 jurisdictions, it's kind of hard to keep track of everything.
Yeah.
Go ahead and let me know, and I can see what I can do. And also, we need everyone to contact your board of supervisors, your city council, to push that. Also, next month, they're having an emergency session of the Virginia legislature. We don't know exactly what's going to be brought up. It's dealing with coronavirus, but Northam said he wants to revisit some gun stuff. We don't know what that means. You see a lot of hype saying that this is going to be reintroduced, and I'm not one to say this is going to be reintroduced if I don't know, and we don't know. We don't know what's going to be reintroduced. But I can tell you for a fact that Northam wants anti-gun stuff reintroduced.
Absolutely.
But we don't know what that's going to look like. Andy Liker is asking me how I feel about Nick Freitas. Nick is a great guy. I like him. I like his a primary opponent. They're going to go head-to-head on Saturday. Nick Freitas is the candidate that Gun Owners Foundation did endorse. And Nick Freitas is a great guy. So he is basically a GOA endorsed candidate, or Gun Owners Foundation, which is our political.
All right. Newport News. You're aware that they banned open carry yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody had asked about that. It's amazing what they can do when liberals screw everything up.
We're trying to
right.
stop. We're trying to stop every anti-gun bill, and we believe that body armor should be illegal.
Yeah, body armor is legal. I don't know where they get off banning this stuff. What trying to?
You're trying to ban it, yeah.
Yeah, they're just reaching and grasping at straws, which makes me very, very busy because literally I could probably do 6 or 7 videos a day lately. There's just not enough hours.
If you're asking if GOA is trying to stop any type of anti-gun legislation, the answer is going to be yes. Yeah. We're not going to give lip service and say this is a bad law. We're going to actively fight to stop it, whether that's through the courts, whether that's through lobbying. But trust us, we will fight. Our budget might not be as big as some other organizations, but we do a lot with the money that we have.
That's guys and gals. I chronicle what GOA does quite often on here, so they're aware of how much you guys do, and that's why I try to tell everybody, please join, because the members are the lifeblood of any organization, and we all want GOA and VCDL and Second Amendment Foundation and whatever your group is, Firearms Policy Coalition, whatever's doing the work for you, the membership, and I'm a member of all of those. We are the lifeblood. So the more of us there are, the more they can do this stuff, the more they can fight these bills, these laws, these corrupt politicians. It comes down to us. Our dues and our donations make it happen. So please join. Yeah,
one of the things that I like to talk about is a lot of directors in GOA, me, for example, we forego any salary to put that money back into fighting.
You don't have any $70,000 suits?
No, I don't have any $70,000. I wish I had a $70,000 suits.
No bungalows for your intern or anything?
No bungalows for an intern. In fact, I'm comfortable, so I'm not going to take any money if I don't have to. So I don't, and directors don't.
And that is very admirable. You can't say that for a lot of groups. I mean, because a lot of people want to get paid for what they do, and it's honorable that you don't. And I know several of you guys and gals in GOA that do the same thing. So, as a member, a life member, thank you. It means a lot.
Thank you.
All right, give those links out one more time. I just posted them again. I'll do it again. Again, folks, John has a niece that has very, very aggressive form of cancer, brain cancer. This channel will donate 100% of any super chat that was received, as well as ask you to go and buy his book. The book is at the link down below, grumpy.com/giants. The book is called Speaking with Giants, and crumpy.com/GFM would go to the family's GoFundMe. If you don't do the GoFundMe, John has said if you reach out to him on his social media, he'll give you a way to mail a check to try to help out. I am going to send money as well. I just ask that you all, the very least that you can do is, I think the book's $15, correct?
$19.95 back and $9.95 for the ebook, which comes out tomorrow. I make about the same on either one. So,
guys, seriously, if you haven't read any of his interviews and stuff or any of his works on AmmoLand, it's worth a read, worth the book. Get it for some friends. Buy 1 or 2 for your gun club. Drop it off. Let's get this family, who is definitely in a time of need. Their life was just turned upside down. They need our help. So let's do it. All right, guys. You have anything else, man? The floor is yours. Whatever you want to talk about.
No, I think that's it. Oh, bump stock. Our bump stock case is still being heard. We have one of the only still active bump stock cases. We're just waiting for the circuit court to come back with a ruling. We have a really good feeling about that. So I suspect they take a long time, though. So I expect within the next month to 2 months, you might hear something about bump stocks, and hopefully it will be good news.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we have a great announcement on that very soon. Yeah, man, there's still people donating, so thank you all.
Yeah, and if I could do anything for anyone out there, go ahead and reach out to me.
Dude, now's the time we need to help you. Don't worry about helping us. Seriously, you do a lot.
You know, by helping other people, I help myself by protecting my rights when I protect their rights.
True. All right, brother. Thank you for your time. Thanks for the update on the lawsuits. I know you're doing a hell of a job out there in Virginia. You got a lot of stuff that was thrown on your plate July 1. So keep knocking it out. If there's anything I can do to help you in any way, get the word out or whatever, if you need people to focus attention in the immediate, you know how to get a hold of me. I mean, we talk regularly.
All right. Thank you, Jared.
And also, man, my prayers to your family. Seriously, man.
Thanks. And thank you for all you do, man. You are a great asset to GOA. You've been a great friend to GOA.
Thank you, man. It's the least I can do to help you guys. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. My request is that you please share this video so that more people will not only find out about the 2 lawsuits, but find out that they can help John and his family.
And can I plug my show tonight?
Absolutely, man. Go ahead.
I have Brian Wren coming on the show. Brian Wren, he is very hesitant about giving interviews, but I do have him coming on my show. If you don't know who that is, Wren versus DC was in a historic case that made DC a shall issue, I guess, a district in the country. So now anyone can get a concealed carry permit and carry a gun in DC because of him. And he'll be on my show tonight at 10, and that's over at John Crump too. And I had Tony Simon on last night. If you haven't seen Tony Simon, you should go.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
It's 10 p.m. Yeah.
10 p.m. Eastern, guys. Subscribe to John's channel so that
all that funds, all the super chats, all my Patreon funds, which is at Patreon/John Crump, all that goes to my niece now because I don't really care about that. Usually all my money that I raise through YouTube and Patreon and stuff goes to projects like I did a giveaway. I got a gun for a single mom and got her training to get a concealed carry permit, stuff like that. So
that's
awesome. Stuff like that.
That's awesome. All right, guys, check out his show 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tonight. Crumpy, it's Crump 2, right?
Yeah, John Crump 2.
John Crump 2. Check him out.
I had John Crump 1, but YouTube decided to delete my channel when I posted about how their algorithms worked.
Aren't they awesome sometimes?
Yeah.
All right, my friend. Thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you.
Everybody, be safe. Stay vigilant. Carry a weapon. And let's help this family. Take care.
All right. Thank you, Jared.
Anytime, brother.
And thank you.